I call the honourable member for Reid.
Thank you.
There'll be silence for the member for Reid has
Twice in a
recalled.
Yeah. Thank you, Madam Speaker. My question is to the Minister for Social Services. Will the minister outline to the House how the government's approach to cutting red tape and unnecessary regulation will benefit charities and the aged care sector?
I call the honourable Minister for Social Services.
Thank you, Madam Speaker, and I thank the member for Reid for his question, and I commend him on his caring representation for the residents of Lidcombe and Homebush and Concord and surrounding suburbs in his electorate of Reid. This government, Madam Speaker, is cutting red tape in many areas, including in my portfolio and particularly in the areas of aged care and charities which the member for Reid asked me about. On the first repeal day, I can remind the House, Madam Speaker, that in the aged care area we removed the federal certification requirements. This were building requirements which actually duplicated what was already required at a municipal and state and territory level. So this was actually triplicating regulatory requirements which we removed. It was common sense to remove those requirements, and the consequence of that is savings of millions of dollars over time to the aged care sector, and of course that's a win-win, because it's a saving for the aged care sector, but that in turn is a saving for the residents of aged care homes right throughout Australia. We've continued on this second repeal day, Madam Speaker, by reducing red tape further, and one of the measures is to remove the key personnel change requirements. These were simply superfluous requirements, but they also added a burden to the aged care providers throughout Australia. But we're not stopping there, Madam Speaker. For the past 9 or 10 months, I've been working with a group of aged care providers in Adelaide, in South Australia, and as a result of that work over this year, we have just recently launched the South Australian Aged Care Innovation Hub. This is a trial, an ongoing trial, which involves 10 providers in South Australia, along with the agencies, the Aged Care Quality Agency and the Aged Care Financing Authority. In addition to that, the Council on the Ageing in Australia, COTA, represented by Ian Yates, as part of this trial, and it will be independently evaluated, and the result of that will be the successful elements of this trial, which come to light from time to time as the trial continues, will be then able to be rolled out right across the aged care sector in Australia. Another example of practical reductions in red tape. The honourable member asked me about charities as well. We are deregulating in other areas. We've abolished the National Gambling Regulator. We propose to abolish the Charities Commission. So whether it is in aged care, whether it is in aged care or family services or charities, we want to break the shackles of red tape around the ankles of these agencies. We want to allow them to do what they do best, not filling in forms and completing red tape, but serving the people of Australia.